Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. This starts with the cutscene that I skipped last time, so see you afterwards.
The final Chaos Emerald. Back at last. This should put the world back to normal. Dark Gaia will go back to being sealed within the core, and my work will be done.
That's great, Chip.
Yup. Thank you, Sonic. It's all thanks to you. Yeah!
That Sonic has restored the last of the Chaos Emeralds. Things should settle down around here before long.
That's right! Satellite footage confirms that the last piece is moving back into place.
That's wonderful. I'll await your safe return then. You can give me a full report over a plate of luscious cucumber sandwiches.
I'll be happy to fill you in, Professor.
Do you feel that?
Looks like you're a bit too late, Sonic. Eggman! Thanks to my wondrous technology, Dark Gaia is whole and complete. I harnessed its energy to put together this little creation. Behold, the Ultra Hyper Prototype 1! Crush them! This gorge will be your tomb!
Alright, boss time, and this is basically the final boss for the Werehog, and it also is pretty much the single best Werehog boss, because it actually allows you to do stuff as the Werehog. You could definitely hit the Phoenix a few times to deplete the health bar so that you can start the QTE. You could hit the eel and the small ones, yeah, that was fine. but here you can actually utilize your entire moveset, play around with charge attacks, with guard breaks, with various combos to see, can I maximize the DPS here. It will spawn minions that are meaningful for you to take out as quickly as possible. You have to creatively dodge the attacks. Overall, this is just using all of the things that the Werehog can do, except for platforming, I guess, in a way that makes a lot of sense as a boss, in my opinion. So yeah, I really like this one, and I wish that more bosses were like that. I have zero complaints about the Egg Dragoon, except that it is not the Egg Dragoon in Sonic Generations, which is not a Werehog boss, but much better and one of the best bosses in Sonic games ever. But maybe we'll get to that at some point, you know. Anyway, charge attack, as I said, you can do that. I hit the wrong button though. Probably a better idea to use the combos. In general, the biggest flaw this fight has is probably the flying around and the guarding, though it doesn't really matter if it's doing a charge up attack if you're that close that it can't hit you. So full aggression, best tactic. And now of course we can't go without quick time events, but also a key thing here, they're always consistent, I've found, and they actually for once in the entire game make sense with what you are actually doing. For example, this is coming, you're pressing the jump button and Sonic jumps. You fancy that? That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Now we're using the right hand, so we're using the RB and left hand. Yep, LB is so brilliant. Why don't they do this all the time? Did they make this last after knowing how everything works? Like, I don't even mind the mashing here again. It makes sense as Sonic is jiggling around, ripping off parts of the machine. It is working exactly how it should be and making the buttons consistent with the action on screen, which is something that is very often not the case in QTE. So yeah, good job for once. Excellent stuff. This segment here could be awful because it is very unclear on how to properly dodge stuff, but fortunately it is extremely short and already over. Cool. Now we have shockwave attack, makes a lot of sense as well, because lots of bosses like this have shockwave attacks, and yeah, the Egg Dragoon now has angel wings. Cool. I like it. Anyway, this is what a fully charged attack can do. It's not full, at least. If it was actually fully charged and I had more damage statted, then I could probably raise the entire bar with one charge up, which is something speedruns do. The first time I got hit, by the way, this is not a difficult boss, but it is quite varied, and I think, again, it is very nice. See, now this is getting the health bar down a lot. If I wasn't doing that, if I wasn't using the charge attacks and basically preparing to see where it was going, then this would probably take a lot longer. But in general, I think it has a nice balance of of how much damage it needs to bring this down, and you can easily go very quickly here. Alright, quick target again. We use the grab, then we use a strong attack here. Not quite, but you know, I needed a second button input, I guess. Here, once again, consistent. Same thing happening again. I hit the A button again. Once again, I have not done this in a while, but it makes a lot of sense, and I could immediately see here he's using the right arm, so of course I hit the RB. Now this is an A prompt, a little weird, and then hitting it with the strong attack for one final one here. Grab again, and that's it. Away you go. That's the boss. As said, not that difficult, quite breezy. Final Werehog thing at all. S rank immediately, not bragging, as I said, it's not difficult, but by far the best Werehog boss for sure. Hope you enjoyed it. The rest is cutscenes, so thank you very much for your attention.
How could I lose? This isn't over. I'll build a prototype too and...
What? It's Dark Gaia.
Yes, Dark Gaia! Crush this insolent little hedgehog! Kick him to the
Chip! Run, Chip!
Seven lights of the earth rekindled.
What's happening? Oh, wow, that's just incredible! The temple!
Awaken and gather here.